And a Sarasota couple's tribute to the 49 victims and 53 survivors is coming to life. Wally and Janine Goodnow have added the victims' photos to each one of the hearts with their names. The car has the hashtag Orlando Strong on the windshield and Love Conquers Hate on the back bumper. They just added the photos this year for the memorial in Orlando 1 year later.
And we don't want these people to ever be forgotten. They did nothing wrong. We do it out of respect and love. Even though we didn't know anybody on the car, it's still respect and love.
It brings it home. It helps you to understand it's not just a name that you hear in the news. It's not just the name of a person that you hear. It lets you know that this is Amanda. This is Mercedes. This is Eddie Sotomayor. And he's why we've done what we've done. It's where it all began.
Eddie Sotomayor was the first victim identified. He lived in Sarasota. The Pulse tribute car originally was made for Eddie with a top hat. He was known for wearing one. The car also has the driver's and passenger's door Eddie's personal mantra written right across it: do all the good you can for as many people as you can, as often as you can.
Eddie Sotomayor's friends have spoken to reporters about their loss, but Eddie's family has kept their privacy until now. Eddie's family speaks with 10 News reporter Isabel Mascareñas about their loss and how love can help us all move forward in memory of those victims.
You know, he was my friend. He wasn't just my cousin. So he's somebody that I will miss for a very long time.
For Jennifer Graney, this wound will never heal the loss of her cousin, Eddie Sotomayor.
And I want everybody to know how much we loved him and how dear he was to us and how he was just accepted as our Eddie. You know, Eddie was kind of the glue at family get-togethers. He was the light one in the room who could poke fun at very serious issues and make everybody laugh about it.
Eddie was one of 49 victims shot and killed while dancing at the Pulse nightclub June 12th. Eddie saved his partner's life. During the shooting, he called to tell him not to come back. Eddie's family has remained silent until now.
We didn't want any political messages being sent. You know, we really wanted to focus on the light and the love that was Eddie.
From tragedy, victims' families like Eddie's have seen love grow.
And I do think that it did soften the hearts of people. I mean, I had people say, you know, I don't care who he was with or what he was doing. He didn't deserve that.
Jennifer says Eddie often joked one day he'd be world famous. While the world knows his name, it's how Eddie lived that no one will forget.
The last few years of his life, he was really working toward being the best person he could absolutely be. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud that that's what he died with and that's where he was going. That was the direction of his life, was to do good for other people.
Is that his legacy?
I mean, I think so. I think that, you know, his legacy is to care about one another.
Eddie's story is being told in a documentary called 149, A Revolution of Love. Jennifer hopes Eddie taught us all this life lesson.
We can't live our lives in fear. We really have to live our lives to the greatest good and to just be kind to one another and love each other and just enjoy life because it's too short.
In Sarasota, Isabel Mascareñas, 10 News.
Eddie's family will be in Orlando for the Orlando United Day next week. Eddie's documentary will be finished later this year.
In just a second, I'm going to show you some video that is getting big attention on Facebook.